So in a way, cultural journalism is a secret weapon of journalists to get at the heart of the matter. Cultural journalism has often been devalued because it's pretty. It just goes in the back culture pages, talks about movies, talking about theater, talking about books, or about fashion. But in fact, by being in the back pages, sometimes it's freer to say things that you can't say in the front pages. And sometimes when you speak to people, you can then get them to let their guard down and talk a little bit more openly and a little more freely. And that by talking about the theater of the country, you can say something about its politics. By talking about the film here in Colombia, you can say things about the politics, about the peace process, about domestic affairs that you can't say if you're going straight in with an investigative story. So in a way, cultural journalism is a secret weapon of journalists to get at the heart of the matter. In this day and age when facts are becoming cheaper and cheaper in journalism, there's a problem with facts, and that's the main task of the journalist, is to make sure that they get the facts correctly. However, when you present facts, the words that you use to present them or to present opinion are very important, because these are things that not only help to shape the story, but in fact help to attract people to the writing. You know, nowadays there are fewer and fewer people who care about writing. They just want to see images. They want to have an Instagram view of the world. And if we as journalists are going to attract them, we have to think about our words and think that the words that we choose to use are as important as poetry. The task of any writer, of any artist, and journalists are artists, are to get people to read their work, to begin at the beginning and to read right the way through until they get to the end. One of the ways that we do that is by being entertaining, by telling stories. People like stories. We're used to stories. We hear them from our parents when we're very young. We tell them to each other when we're in grade school. We go to the movies to see stories. We go to the theater to hear stories. We listen to music. We listen to popular music to hear stories. Why? Because we like that kind of rhythm. We like to be told something that has a beginning and then to be kept in suspense until we get to the end. So as a journalist, why not do the same type of thing? If you want someone to read your story from the beginning right the way to the end, tell a story.